What is the 25th Amendment, and why are people asking for it to be used to remove US President Donald Trump? Well, there's a good chance you've seen vision of this in the news.
We want Trump! We want Trump!
Trump supporters storming the US Capitol building, something that hasn't happened in more than 200 years. The rioting led to a number of deaths, and politicians in the US are blaming President Trump for continuing to falsely claim that the election was a fraud, and for rallying his supporters to stop the steal.
We will never give up, we will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved.
He's been accused of inciting an insurrection, which is basically encouraging a violent uprising against a government.
This was open incitement of people to stop Congress from accepting the certified electoral college results. It was an attempted coup.
Now, some are calling for the 25th Amendment to be used to remove him from office.
The quickest and most effective way to remove this president from office would be for the vice president to immediately invoke the 25th Amendment.
The 25th Amendment states that the vice president takes over if the president is removed from office, resigns, dies, or is unable to perform their duty. This amendment was introduced after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, because technically at the time, the Constitution never directly spelled out how a VP would become president. Since then, it's been used a number of times and can even be invoked temporarily. For example, when George W. Bush was in surgery for a few hours, presidential powers were transferred to his VP, Dick Cheney. However, the 25th Amendment has never been used on an unwilling president who doesn't want to leave the office. Section 4 of the amendment lays out exactly how others can make it happen. First of all, the vice president must agree that the president is unable to do his job. Then, the VP needs the support of the majority of the president's appointed cabinet, or another group that Congress chooses. Considering Trump has now come out and condemned the storming of the Capitol by his supporters, it's becoming less likely that we'll actually see Mike Pence invoke the 25th Amendment.
Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power.
If the VP doesn't go ahead with this, the other option being mentioned is impeachment.
It is our intent to introduce articles of impeachment on Monday.
Impeachment is a process that allows the US Congress to remove presidents if they've committed a serious crime, like treason or bribery. The US House of Representatives votes to start the impeachment process, and then a trial is held in the Senate. To remove a president from office, 2/3 of the senators need to vote to convict. A couple of presidents have been impeached before, including President Trump, but none have ever been convicted by the Senate and kicked out of office. Considering the majority of senators are from President Trump's Republican Party, and there isn't much time left before President-elect Biden takes over, experts say at this stage it's unlikely that President Trump will be convicted. However, this is a fast-moving news story, so keep an eye on the ABC News website and socials to stay up to date.